cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go. 20. Check me out. 555. Let's go. Check 50.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That's the way. Check 3. Check 13.
On second down, Mostert. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans have taken the early lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 22, Garoppolo. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on second and 6, Garoppolo, and his throw is incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than when I get expecting at the back. In fact,
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25. 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Phillips looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll try the left side. Phillips. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They run. It's Johnson. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Phillips. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The ball carrier. Jaquaski Tart.
6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Texans 6, 49ers nothing.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. David Johnson there to make the grab. And the Texans will extend their lead. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. From the gun, here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
49ers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
The ball carrier.
That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. From the 27, Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
55 is my guy, 55. You better be.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Down right around the 25.
Again, the ball carrier. Zach Cunningham on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he finds Austin complete. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 6 yards away. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
You remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the wave? They used their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running.
And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
49ers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First down, Texans.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
A gain of 11.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Gain of a yard.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds his man. It's Austin. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 40-yard line.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And now it's 2nd down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now Watson throws another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Garoppolo on first down. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
20-yard line.
That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, Garoppolo. This will be caught just inside the 10. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
That's caught at the 2. And a chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 49ers. Jordan Reed taking it in. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. To throw is Garoppolo. That's caught at the 3. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. It's Phillips. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Right back to him on first down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 18. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. It's complete. Stills. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
targeting and finding Stills once more. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key 4th down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And this one hauled in by Tavon Austin. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
Routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and they were able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the 1st down.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
I'm going to get the touchdown right there.
Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Nah, but I be using my, we got that, I got a rookie running back now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Phillips. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Coulter, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I can't catch it. You ain't going to catch it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Brendan, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
What the hell?
And on the left side, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. He's going to find his man.
My life. I don't be caring about that. I be changing my defense
down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
First down,
line of scrimmage, the 37.
That's what I was saying. Let's see y'all got. That's that Austin dude though. Oh, he wider.
He's going to get this to Austin, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers.
He had to make. I had to let him score stuff.
63 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
He started tapping with that damn man.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct.
Nah, you gotta watch 35.
Right,
I put 35. Keon Carter.
I mean, let's face it.
You gonna pick 60
a big sky country. Speed limits out there.
You know what I'm
and off he
Watch
went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this one incomplete. So they went
Keep
for the
trying to
2.
be like that. This is a pick 6 on there.
Probably doesn't matter
Big
on a
pick
2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you
That
can,
nigga
don't
Keon
you?
Carter, he kind of fast though.
Don't say it, because I know
He
you're
ain't
thinking
kick that
it.
shit
Don't
to
say
him.
it.
I when he do that.
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20.
Did you see that?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20.
Hey, dude. Hey, go back and look at that play.
With terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play.
You hate that shit.
Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down.
Hey, you see how the dude caught that ball? To get one bit. That nigga caught that ball so smooth. He couldn't even stop it. He couldn't stop
And they get to him quickly here as he
didn't
stopped
score.
right around
My
the
turn.
13. He'll get
Number
only
82
3
kicks
there,
him
so it
fuck out
leaves
that
him
ball.
with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
He hate
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
All right, man.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stop short of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Niners 6, Texans nothing.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Watson. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
From the gun, here's Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Gain of 15.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
First down.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Austin complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey,
it's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory.
At the 20-yard line.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
49ers 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And on the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
At the 34-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Bernard McKinney muscled his way in for the sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. He'll let it fly for Austin. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations, all right? 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Five yards remain on 2nd down.
They can't hang with us. 50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, D.
Watson off play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Faking the give. Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 29-yard line.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
That's good for a
First target, first catch, and a 1st down. And the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. To the air yet again, Watson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
49ers 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain. Or make.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's J.J. Watt, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to Austin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and 1 at the 20.
Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That third down conversion good for 23.
It's a gain of 23.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Number 82.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Play action. Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up.
Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans push further out in front.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he was through it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended for Brandon Ayuk. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
And out.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess you're going to say 5th time's the charm. They're going again on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Watson, he fakes to Johnson and now looks to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Score Texans 35, 49ers 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. 41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check 41.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Batting that one free defensively was Lonnie Johnson. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He finds his man. It's Austin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
After the interception, here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yeah.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 68 yards. And the Texans add on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
And I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. And it's 3rd and 5. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get ready. Get ready.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo again. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Ball at the 26, second and 7. One final try now for Garoppolo. He finds Austin complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Today's final score, Texans 41.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points.